So let's create, let's be interactive here. Let's थोड़ा बात कर लेंगे. What I mean to say is, I'll ask some questions and you give me some answers. Then I will correlate the scenario with the application. ठीक है? Now imagine you want to build a house. Someone say I want to build a house. Okay? House is very simple. House will have one window and one door and it's just one room. Okay. So how should I proceed? पहले क्या करना है? And I want to secure house, by the way. Anyone, please. Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Simple scenario here. I want a secure house. Secure house in sense I should have CCTV cameras. I should have biometrics to the lock. The windows and doors should be closed. Secured. So what should I do now? Please unmute yourself here.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay. Very simple. I want to construct a house. Okay. So I call one of the designer and construction company. They have constructed my house. My house is very simple. It's just one room. Okay, with one door, main door, and one window. Now I want to secure that house. So what kind of security I can implement into the house?
वो ऑलरेडी सीसी कैमरा और बायोमेट्रिक सब है ऑलरेडी.
Okay, so you're saying CC camera and biometrics. What else I can put?
यस.
Lock,
फुल पूरा ग्रिल्स कंपाउंड.
What else I can put?
lock system to door first of all. Windows.
Yeah. So when I have this biometric, it will automatically lock the door, right? I can put a security guard. I can put a dog as well, isn't it?
यस मैम.
Okay. So now imagine that particular window is having a big grill wherein a person can put a hand inside. And near the window, I'm sleeping. I got my Apple iPhone. Okay. Now
ओके.
imagine there's a guy who is doing a recce. The recce in sense reconnaissance, information gathering. He want to steal my iPhone. Now you are the recce guy. So what kind of information you gather? बोलते जाओ, बोलते जाओ. Come on, go ahead.
अगर आईफोन का पासवर्ड पता चला तो पूरा उसको एक्सेस कर सकता है ना.
Phone is inside the home here. Okay.
ओके.
First, you need to get near the windows. So then, how you will steal the phone? Hello.
First, we need to check the CC camera's location.
Yes, exactly. So you'll check the CCTV camera location. Next, what else?
Biometric access plan.
Okay. What kind of security is implemented? Physical security, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Next, what?
So see, dog where it is, we need to check that one as well. We
Which
have
one?
dog. Dog.
A dog. Okay. What kind of dog we need to check, right? We need to know dog breed. Okay. What else?
Watchman also we need to check where
Yeah.
he is.
Watchman. What kind of person he or she? How old is he? Can he run? Can he climb? Is he carrying any weapon? So watchman. Okay. What else?
Entry points. Exit points.
Superb. That's a very good point. So entry
Exit.
points to the house.
Is there any way to come outside?
Yeah, entry points, entry and exit both the things same, right? So we have door and window.
Yes.
Okay. What next?
We will check whether you are sleeping or awake.
Okay. That means anyone in the home, right?
Hmm.
What else? Okay. Now imagine, right? This window, okay, let me say a door and window. Let me take this window in the next line. Okay, entry point is window. Okay, this window is having a big grill. So you know, right, how we have this window grills in India, wherein you can put your entire hand inside the grill. Okay, such kind of grill I have. Okay, now I have four different people. So one person want to what? One person want to steal my phone. One person want to damage my phone. One person want to play around with my phone so that when I try to set up the alarm kind of. It's a kind of naughty guy. Just he want to annoy with my phone. Okay, and one person want to install some kind of antivirus. Now imagine you are one of these guys. So I want to steal my phone. So Purna, how you will steal my phone, Purna? Your intention is to steal my phone. So you'll be checking all these things: CCTV location, physical security, what we have, which kind of dog breed we have, watchman, no. So say as for example, these are level one. These are very low. Very low means we have a small Pomeranian dog, and we are sitting. We have a what one CCTV camera which is connected to the current. When there is a power cut, it won't work. Okay, and the watchman is a old guy. He does not have any kind of weapon. He's just wearing a uniform. This is simple, no, low security. Medium level security. A medium watchman guy is having a kind of stick. Again, the CCTV is connected to the what electricity, and dog is a medium level, medium age dog. Okay. Again, we have Labrador. Labrador is medium sized dog. Labrador. Okay. The best part about Labrador is one of the finest family dog. One of the finest family dog. Even the thief
Friendly dog.
comes, it will cooperate. It will not say anything to the thief. The only thing is give some food and he'll eat and sleep. That's all. And high security. So we have CCTV connected to a power backup. We have one of the security guy. He's having a kind of gun. He's holding a gun. In the same way, we have a big dog breed, something like Doberman or German Shepherd. Okay, like that. So you got it right. Three different level of securities I have. Now,
Yes.
Purna, just tell me, the security is very low. Now you want to steal my phone. What you'll do? The phone is next to the window.
Okay, we will keep our hand to inside the window and we'll try to take that phone immediately.
Okay, the grill is big, but it's not that much big. You can put your hand. Probably the grill is a little smaller. When a small kid can put his hand, then
So we'll try to remove the window by using some hardware material
so you would say you need some tools, right?
tools, screwdriver kind of to remove the.
So, mother, you want to damage the phone. Imagine the phone belongs to Sweta and you want to damage the phone. What kind of damage you'll do from outside the window?
I will throw some stone on mobile.
Okay, throw stone. Okay.
I
So,
can throw hammer also. Hammer also.
yeah, hammer. Even you can pull with a stick. It will you ensure like it will fall on the floor. It will get damaged.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you are a naughty
Hmm.
guy and you want to play. Change the password. You know the password of the phone. Okay. Or you want to do some kind of gimmick, something like you want to block the charger by putting some bubble gum, or you want to do some kind of thing. In the same way, Monica is a very smart person. She want to install the virus. Okay. So we have Monica, four people covered, right? That's fine. Now our biggest thing is the window is having big grill. Clear?
Yes, none.
Okay. So let me take
Hmm.
this particular thing. Let me go to another place. Okay. Now, what do you mean by attack surface, guys? What do you mean by attack surface? Can you tell me what is the attack surface? Anything. What is the surface? Hello.
The superficial
Hmm.
layer of the floor or
Yeah, exactly right. Now, if you see this particular house, How many entry points are there in this house with which the thief can get in?
Window, door, window.
Yeah, there's only two entry points, right?
Yes.
So attack surface is nothing but through which a person can get into the home. Okay. So now, what is a weakness in the window? What is a weakness in the window?
Gap.
Yeah, grill gap, isn't it?
Yes.
And how do you exploit that weakness?
Mm,
So probably you might be using a stick to damage the phone, isn't it?
yes. Yes.
Okay, stick to damage
Phone.
phone. Okay. Now the last one is, okay, you will damage. Now your phone is damaged. Can you assess how much damage it costs? Like, what is the impact of the damage? How much damage happened to the phone?
Mhm.
So the damage is something like, no, if you steal the phone, the entire phone is gone. The Apple phone is 1,50,000. So the entire thing is 1,50,000 is the damage, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Damn, now this time damage the screen. The screen cost you around 10,000. Okay. And probably Monica with her kind of thing, she has stick the bubble gum. Unfortunately, the bubble gum damaged the earpiece and the charging pin, which cost around 5,000. Okay. And again, so Soumya is installed the virus. Now tell me what is the damage. So when you install the virus, what exactly the virus target? The virus target the data on the phone or the phone itself.
Phone itself.
Say you are having a iPhone which is cost you around 1,50,000. Okay, but you're
Mm.
also having a Bitcoin wallet on that iPhone, which is one Bitcoin is almost all how much? 60 70 lakhs. Now you tell me which is expensive.
Bitcoin is expensive.
That means data, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the data is 60 lakhs. Okay. So if I want to summarize this particular thing, I have a house. The house is having a kind of security. However, the entry points are door and window. The window is having a kind of gap wherein a medium person hand can go inside. When I put inside, there is a phone. Okay, the phone is near the window. I can steal the phone. I can damage the phone. I can do a kind of gimmick with the phone, or I can install a virus. Isn't it
Yes, ma'am.
clear? All these things are clear.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, same scenario, we will replicate to a web application. Can you tell me one web application? Can we take Amazon or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazon is a web application. Also, Amazon do have mobile application, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
You guys, please, any application which you open through the browser is called web application, and when you install the application on your mobile, it's called mobile application, isn't it?
Hmm.
So that means what? So hacker, if a hacker want to hack a Amazon application, he can use a browser or he can use a mobile phone, isn't it?
Yes.
This is nothing but your threat surface, attack surface. Okay. So
Yes.
simple thing, real time scenario. When you are hacking any application, right? We do ask lots of question. Buddy, we are doing a penetration testing on your application. Can you tell me what is that attack surface? He'll say, okay, I have a web application. Then the question is, does it have APIs? Does it have a mobile interface? Can we access that particular server using SSH client? Okay. So majority of the times what will happen is mobile application like a web application, when a person, say for example there are 100 people, how many people access Amazon using the browser and how many people access Amazon using the mobile phone? Tell me.
10% uses web, none. 90% mobile, almost all.
Okay, 10% uses web and 90% uses mobile. Same answer
Hmm.
from everyone. Guys, please
No, none.
tell me.
I don't think so.
So what do you think then?
Maybe mobile will be more.
Yeah, that's what he said, right? So what exactly happens in real time is mobile is a priority. Always remember the first go to attack surface is mobile. So if I want to hack a particular site, I will check the mobile. In the same way, if a developer or security person they want to implement the security on the site, they will first priority the web application and they give the least priority the mobile application. And that is the reason many of the application get hacked. They don't implement the same level of security on both the attack surface. So whenever you are testing any application, it might be a mobile, it might be web, it might be API, you have to see what are the threat surface, attack surface for this application. You have to check all the attack surface. And believe me, one attack surface, you will get, kind of success. You understood, right? What exactly is attack surface?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you know what is attack surface. And now there's a grill. Okay. The grill is nothing but your username, a login page. Something. Okay.
Mm,
And
mm.
is having a weakness. That weakness is called as vulnerability. Vulnerability. So always remember, vulnerability is a weakness in the application. Okay. Now, in the grill, you said, I'll put a stick or I'll, kind of put my hand, steal the mobile phone or damage the mobile phone or do a, bubble gum kind of thing or install some kind of virus, right? This is
Mm.
nothing but exploit. In simple term, if I want to exploit this vulnerability, we use exploits. Exploits is nothing but piece of software. Software slash application slash kind of script, anything. It's a code or slash code. Okay. So now there is a host, there is a website. We know what is the attack surface. We know a particular place is having a weakness. Now we need to exploit that weakness using any of these things, isn't it?
Mm.
Once it got exploit, guys, am I clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then payload. What is payload? Payload is nothing but your tools, right? Just now he said, our Puna said it's a tools. So in the same way, payload is something but the same thing. So generally in real time, what we do is exploit payloads. We call it as exploit payloads. So clear? So whenever you're getting into any kind of domain, you need to learn the terminology of that. So you know what is attack surface. Now you know what is vulnerability, what is an exploit, what is a payload. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now the same house. This house got robbed, and I went to the police office, police station to complain, and they do the investigation, isn't it? This is a
Yes.
usual process.
Yes.
Okay. Now see how many teams are involved. The same scenario I'll convert into our application, right? So we have CCTV camera installed by CCTV people. We have security guard. We have dog. All these things. So whatever security is implemented, this is implemented by security engineers. Okay. And since we have monitoring everything, it's also taken care by SOC will do the monitoring. Okay. The person who robbed the bank, who robbed the house, is nothing but your hackers also called as pen testers, ethical hacker. Okay. Who are those people? These people are, where are these people gone, right? Yeah, these people. Control C. These people has hacked the particular, sorry, robbed the particular house. So if I want to correlate with application, the application got hacked, okay, by these people, any of these people. Then again, if the house got robbed, what you do? You raise a complaint. In the same way, if the application got hacked, you raise an incident. And once you raise the incident, what will happen? Here, the investigation will done by CBI kind of people, right? CID, CBI, whatever it may be, right? But in real time, in the application field, this particular domain is taken care by forensic people. See?
Mm.
Yes, I see. So the people who implement the security engineers, and SOC, these are defensive side of security. Okay, and the people who have these people are called as offensive side of security. Okay, and the people who take care of this investigation is called as forensic team. Am I clear?
Yes, done.
Okay. Now you might be asking, are yeah, you have given four different people, names, but all these people are hackers. Yes, they are different kind of hackers. How we have different kind of thieves. Some people, the thief, they focus on electronics. Some people they focus on jewelry. The same way we have different type of thieves. Okay, HIECHIEFS thieves. Okay. So some people are script kiddies. These are newbies. They don't know what to do. They just do the kind of fun. So for example, you see majority of the people they do this. Some people from Pakistan they hack Indian side. They put the Pakistani flag on India. These are all script kiddies. They hack. They use the whatever tools they find on the internet. They see the video on YouTube. Just follow the video and they said, oh, I have hacked Indian side, and I put my Pakistani flag on Indian side. That means it's hacked. The same way there are people like they want to damage the phone. Okay, so this is nothing but kind of people, kind of ethical hackers, wherein they try to exploit it and see what are the impact we can create all these things. Okay, in the same way there are people who want to steal, completely steal. That means no one will get. Again, these are different kind of hackers. They always work with the kind of bring the service down, denial of service. Especially you see this kind of characteristic with a group of hackers called anonymous. So what exactly the Anonymous does is they are ethical hackers, security professionals. They don't put any display picture. They all take only one name. When Israel attacked Iran right recently, so they have brought down some of the Israel sites. Okay, in the same way, here the damage is more. These people are very 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 smart people. These people are called as APTs, advanced persistent threats. So these teams they are constituted by the countries. You always see this, hear this word. China has hacked American NSA website, NASA website kind of thing. So what does these people exactly they do is, say for example, I want to hack American defense portal. I'll constitute a team of top hackers and I give a name to the particular name as something like say Tiger. Okay, so their goal is only one thing: you'd hack American defense website, get me the plain designs only, no extra, no less. Once they hack, they get the designs, then they will put a backdoor and the job done. So once you get the vocal documents, the team will disperse. The group will be totally demolished. So these are sponsors, state sponsored. Okay, they are very dangerous. And if you see, if even though if you have a golden iPhone, but always remember data is a gold mine. So even we have 2 lakhs laptop, but if the data is there on the laptop, definitely the company will try to wipe. They don't care about the laptop. You will get the laptop through insurance, but data you don't. And that is the reason company install something, some softwares on the laptop, so that they can do a remote wipe. So always remember, it's data which is very important, not your device. Clear, right, guys? Now you know who are the people who implement the security engineers and SOC people. The people who break the security is ethical hacker, pen tester, hackers. Then different kind of hackers. The forensic team. What are the roles? You understood? Am I clear till here?
Yes.
Attack
Yes,
surface, vulnerability, exploit, and payload. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Super. So whenever, okay, there was one of the instance, guys. What happened is, in one of the company, in my company, and there was a HR guy. Unfortunately, he visited some sites, and the browser got hacked, and eventually his bank got robbed. Somewhere 10,000, 10,000 USDs. So that guy brought his laptop to us. I literally don't know whether he has done that, he has lost it, or someone has hacked. So what they have done is they brought the laptop to us. And now since we are on the offensive side, we no one knows about the forensic, what really happened. So we literally download the entire browser data. We try to analyze, see what kind of how the things happen. Unfortunately, we did not find how the things happen, but we came to know what sites he has accessed. So by looking at the what kind of attack, we can tell who are those people. Are they APTs? APTs don't literally look for 10,000 or 1 lakh rupees. Their motto is big, like nuclear secrets kind of things. Okay, or stealing my phone. Again, what you do with the phone, right? You sell more or less, so you don't know the value of the phone. So the damage to the phone, these people something middle level of kind of people, because they know if I damage the phone, probably I might damage in sense phone as well as the data, rewrite the data, steal the data kind of thing. So this is how the security things work. By looking at the what happened, you just collect the information. You can figure out whether it's a serious kind of hack happened, or is a kind of script kiddies, they played just some kind of tool, blah blah blah. So let's stick to this. Where is this guy? Okay, this one, right? I already shared this with you guys. Please go through it once. I want to go through this particular diagram. Yes, can you see this diagram here?
Yes.
Okay. I want to build, I want to what kind of develop my career in cyber security, but I don't know where to start. Okay. This diagram will provide you the exact information where to start. Now, just now we have taken a scenario of Amazon.com, right? So if you see Amazon is installed on cloud, everyone knows this Amazon is Amazon.com installed on cloud, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, simple funda. Okay, I have my laptop. I have my, if you see my taskbar, task manager. Okay, out of 100% of CPU, I'm using 20%. Okay, out of 16 GB of RAM, I'm using only 12% of RAM, and I do have 1 TB hard drive. I'm not using much. So other resources are going free. So what I do is I install a type 2 hypervisor, which I explained in the last class. Then I'll create multiple multiple OS operating system, just like Kali Linux what I did. Okay, now, if I, once I create this Kali Linux, what I do is I do a port forwarding, and I ensure this particular VM is available on the internet. This is nothing but your cloud. So that means there is a physical system with a hardware like CPU, RAM, hard disk. On top of that, they got a type 1 virtualization. That means no operating system, directly virtualization software. And you made available the system over the internet so that people can buy the service, they can install their own operating system. This is nothing but cloud. So coming to this particular diagram here. So again, as I told you, when you have a system, that means you will have a network card. That means IP address. Now, if you want to access over the internet, you should have an IP address. So that means again, every where is my notepad? Notepad. Okay, okay. So one system. Let me tell you one system. This system is used as a server to host amazon.com. Okay, this system. Okay, this system made available over the internet. So that means it is having a public IP, okay, and DNS because no one I know literally what remember the IP address numbers. So they use Amazon.com. There's a DNS name. These are different kind of story, guys. So what I mean to say is, even if you want to access Amazon.com, which is a web application, you need to focus on the network PT. Everything is network. Okay, what you see in the network, you check the IP address, you check the ports, you check the services running on the ports, and operating system, what operating system it is running. So you check this first. Okay, after that you'll go to the web application. Okay, and if you see in the Previous class we have discussed the Amazon.com is having some kind of UPI payment, which was developed by Google. Just example, okay, is developed by Indian company, national something is there, but okay, we have this GPay or HDFC Bank credit card. So that means what? Amazon is connecting with the HDFC Bank server. That means application is connecting with an application. That communication is called as API, Application Programming Interface. So first you need to learn the network PT, then you have to learn the web PT, then you have to learn the API. I miss this API here. Okay, I've included API here. Generally, the API will come after the web PT. Once you learn the web PT, then you have to focus on the mobile application. After that, you can go on the cloud. Even for the mobile application also, there are two parts. So when you open the Amazon on the mobile phone, the Amazon application will connect to the Amazon.com. This again is a web application. But in the mobile PT, what exactly you check is when you install the Amazon.com on your mobile phone, what data is storing on your mobile phone. That is something you need to know. Okay. So if you want to learn the network PT, again, you have to go to my site. I already explained everything there. Yeah, you can watch this video, guys. Okay, let me share this video and these two. So you'll get a complete idea about network PT. Let me share the link. Good. Okay. Now, we'll go to the same thing. So first you need to learn the network PT, followed by web application, then API, then mobile application. After that, you can learn, DevSecOps. You want to learn container security. You want to learn, cloud. It's totally up to you. But this is a path you need to follow. You might be asking me, you'll be in the market, you'll be finding, web application pen testing will be teaching you mobile application pen testing. Believe me, there are people who are working only on the web application for 10 years, 12 years. They don't know the network part. But as your seniority grows, right, you will not have that edge. The people nowadays, people want everything. So for example, recently I was handling one of the report walkthrough call for one of the client. Okay, so the guy told me, "Hey, buddy, you know what? Our duty is to check the only web application, but you have included something else. What exactly is that?" If I'm not aware of the web, network part of the application, then I would have not provided the logical answer. I said, you got this port number 21 open, which is nothing but FTP. 2021 both are data and connection FTP. So FTP is a clear text protocol. That means if I have a FTP client, I can connect. Then I was literally demonstrating that, and he said yes, he agreed. So always remember, if you want to start your career in security, start with the network pen testing, web, API, mobile. This is a path you need to learn. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, super. Now, so we'll be focusing only on the web application, guys, not the what PT, other PT. Only web application PT will be focusing. Okay. Now, so as I told you, we have OWASP framework, OWASP framework for mobile application. Oh, come on, man. For application. So when I say application, it's a web, API, and mobile. Okay. So web and API, they're very much similar. The only difference is web is having an interface, something like this. Okay. Okay, this is a web interface. But whereas API do not have an interface. It is just a URL codes, something like this. And we use different tools, something like Postman or Insomnia, some kind of tools to access the API. But if you see, practically both are similar. You learn web and API is 100% easy for you. Okay, let me, yeah, just check this one. This is a Postman, this is a UI for the Postman. So once our web is completed, we'll be focusing on this Postman as well, API as well, because hardly take half an hour to 1 hour. Just you need to understand how the how the request is captured in the Postman. That's all you need to know. Rest of the things are very much similar. Clear, guys? See, do you think any images or something is there? No, it's all code.
Yes.
Okay. So now we have this OWASP framework, which which tells you two things: how to develop secure applications. Okay, and hackers, they use the same way application to how to hack. Okay, but the pen testers, as I told you, pen testers and ethical hackers both are people, like they work for the company, and the company will give you a written assurance. You come hack my application, I'll pay you in return. Once you hack my application, show me how you have hacked this application, what are the steps you followed. Yes, you have done the recce, what kind of information you have identified. Then there's a weakness for server. Okay, what is the exploit you have used? We have to provide everything. Okay, but for the PT and ethical hackers, again, guys, I'm telling you, ethical hackers, not the bad guys, only good guys. Okay, who work for the company, they should know they can hack the application any in whatever way they want to hack, they can hack. But when you want to present your data to the customer, there should be some logic. Step by step, you need to present your data, isn't it? So for that, we have pen testing standards. I think 4 or 5 standards are there, but one of the standards which used by 99% of the companies are PTES. So that is nothing but penetration testing execution standard. So PTES, okay, okay, okay. Let's check the images. So one of the thing is PTES, another one is OSSMMS, something is there. But 99 of the person, 99% of the companies, they go with PTES standard, and PTES standard is nothing but pen testing execution standard. Let me show you that as well. PTES image. Okay, if you see this image, this image, okay, this image, if you see this, every image is having a step 1 you have to do this, step 2 you have to do this, step 3 you have to do this, 4 5 6 7. Okay, in the same way, PTS, again you have 7 steps, and if you see, again 7 steps. Okay, now the question is, do we need to follow these 7 steps in real time? See, this is not something kind of standard document, is kind of recommendations based on the application and based on the criticality of the application and based on the client money. You follow the steps. If there's a small application, probably you skip 1 or 2 or 2 steps. But 99% of this time, what we do is we always keep this threat modeling. Threat modeling, will take it as separate one. We do this pre-engagement, we do information gathering, we do vulnerability analysis, exploit, post exploitation reporting. Okay, let me take all this 4 steps, sorry, 6 steps, right? So we have pre-engagement, then we have info gathering, okay, then threat modeling, Okay, vulnerability analysis, exploitation, post exploitation, then reporting. Clear? As I told you, many of the time we don't use this particular step. It's an option, so we take them off. Okay. Now we are left with 6 steps. What did I say to you in the pre-engagement? Pre-engagement is nothing but your SOW signing phase. So wherein again, as I told you, come we get the what kind of project from the client, and we do the requirement gathering. We prepare the SOP. We send me the SOP to the client. Client will go to the SOP. We'll have a negotiations. Then both the side of the people they discuss. Again, they make changes to the negotiations. Then once the negotiations are fruitful, the entire discussion will take in the form of a document called SOW, which is nothing but this one. The other day I showed you. Okay, this is a SOW. Clear, guys? And this is a legal document. Until unless you get this document signed by the customer, you don't do anything practical. Only theory part. You jump on a kind of a meeting, discuss with the guy whatever you want to do, but you don't touch the application until unless the SOW is signed. What next? If the SOW is signed, then what do we need to do? First thing, okay, we introduce both the teams. Okay. Second, whitelist both the IPs. So the client should not think the person who's doing the pen testing is a different guy. The IP should be Wipro's IPs or TCS IPs, vice versa. Okay. Then we have templates. As I told you, templates are the biggest part to make your life easy. There's a part of your process, what process you're doing. For every process, there's a template because that will create a kind of uniformity between you and the other person. So whenever I see any template for incident or if I want to do a descoping, right? Descoping, say I cannot test this application because of various reasons. In that case, I cannot blindly say that. There should be some logical reasoning. So I connect with the application developer. I take all the inputs. I put all the inputs in the template. Then I provide my type my side of justification why I cannot test. Probably it's a COBOL. COBOL is a very old language and very difficult to find what testers to test the COBOL. Or this is something like behind a firewall. In the scenario, all the attacks will be blocked by the firewall, like that. Then this all comes under pre engagement. All these steps. Am I clear till here? Hello.
Yes, Nan.
Yes, then.
Always remember, if I join any company, any project, the first and foremost document I request is, can you please forward me the SOW? I'll give a thorough reading of the SOW. Based on that, what will happen? Tell me first. Then I'll do one by one, one by one, one by one. So because of my huge experience, whenever I take any project, unfortunately 99% of my projects are what I think 90% banking, finance related projects. The process is very lengthy and people has to scrutinize that. Lots of approval goes into picture. So this all fall under SOW. But your theory part starts, sorry, practical part start from here. Part start from here. Okay. Now question. Applications. How there are two types of application. One is internal application. Another one is external application. Okay. Now if you see this Amazon.com right here, this is an external application or internal application.
External.
Okay. So simple term, external means which is accessible over the internet. Clear? And what about the UAT? What about the internal site? So in
Can
order,
we
ma'am, let me explain. Then you can say, okay. So when I want to access this, Amazon.com, that means there are lots of testing happen, development happen that happens within the Amazon company. So probably we do have different environments like we have developer environment, we have QA environment, okay, we have staging environment, then we have UAT environment. These are all internal environments. So whatever application run into this environment is called as internal applications. They do not access over the internet. Okay, clear till here? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now our goal is to gather information, isn't it? Control C, come here. Information gathering, please tell me you understand what exactly is information gathering. Hello. Purna or anyone, please tell me what is information gathering.
How the site will work, how the site does.
Okay, information gathering nothing but information about Amazon.com, isn't it? .com. Okay, this is the information about. So under information gathering there are two types. Okay, one is passive information gathering, another one is active. So what exactly is passive? Passive is the information which is already available on the internet. Info internet. So this is very much legal. Anyone can do this because we are not touching Amazon.com. Rather, look at this. Okay. So I'll get only sites which which has some kind of Amazon. See, advertising.amazon.com, developer.amazon.com, what is the sell.amazon.com. So again, if I want some kind of files from Amazon, right? So let me say file type colon say PDF or okay, or I want XLS or I want doc. Put it this one DVOCX. Okay, X, right? X. Yeah. Yeah, I want Excel XL XS, sorry, SX. Okay. Now see, I'm looking for only the files from Amazon.com where site equal to Amazon, right? I can put site equal to Amazon. Now see, only Amazon sites will right, and I got some kind of document. See, PDF. Probably this is different kind of thing wherein I have Amazon 2020 annual report. This is very much legal, guys. I can access this kind of information. I can see what exactly the annual figures of Amazon, whatever it may be, right? Send to Kindle, whatever it may be. So in the same way, you know, see, you have many sites, only Amazon, no other thing. Am I clear, guys?
Yes, Nain.
Okay. Now look at the funny part I'll show you. So this is legal, anyone can access. How about can we get credit card information on the internet? Yes or no, guys? Tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see whether we can get any credit card. So credit card is having 16 digits. It does have a CVE. What is that one? The last three digits, right? CVE code, right? क्या बोलते हैं यार उस कोड को?
CVV.
CVV.
See.
Okay.
CVV.
CVV. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's saying it's giving a kind of definition CVV. So what we do is let's file type. Yeah, CVV. Okay. Just a minute. I'll show you how to. Okay. So simple. I'll come to the CV just 1 minute. So all in all, what I mean to say is, what all information is available on the internet, you can access that information, but we are not touching Amazon.com here. Remember, guys. Okay, this is called as passive information gathering. In other words, OSINT. Okay, they are projects. The project, they said, no, your duty is to collect only the information which is available on the internet about my company, no other thing. You don't touch my company, but probably the company might be having a backup files on the internet. Probably the people have stolen the company's information. They disclose the database on the of the company, whatever it may be. So this is nothing but OSINT engagement. There are many people on the internet, they take information. So for example, there is a bomb blast happened somewhere in America. Okay, and it seems like they are done by Pakistanis, some ISI group. Okay, what they do is, they do the OSINT research on this particular group, gather all the information, then they sell the information to the news media. So you think news media will go to the Pakistani side, as immediately, and get all the information? No. So generally, they are trustworthy vendors. They provide this, OSINT information to the news media, and they get money in return. And they said, through our sources, we got this information. All these things. Okay. Now, there are two questions now. So first question is, what information we need to collect about a particular target? Because internet is vast. Okay, internet is vast, and it does have lots of information, but we don't all need all the information. We need only the sensitive information which is helpful for us to hack the application. Second thing, what are the tools we need to get that information, isn't it? So these tools are nothing but, it's called as Google Hack Database, we say, and it's all about Google queries, or you can go to exploit DB. So this is a site called exploit DB. This is the one. So you will find Google hacking database. You can go here. Here also you'll find with this, yeah, GHBC. Okay, these are all Google Docs. Now I want to find credit card numbers on the internet. Put CVV, enter. See, you got a query. Okay, copy this. And probably you'll get see, credit card information available. Now, as I told you, the information is very much available on the internet. It is legal. You can you can open this and you can see. Then what is illegal? Okay, if I open and show that number and someone is using the number, then is illegal. If I am using the number, that's an illegal. Again, again you need to go under law, blah blah blah. But this is how you get it. Now second thing is, no man, I want to see my cameras, I want to see some web cameras. Okay, you got it, Google Doc. Okay, copy anything. Even I'm not aware of all this. I'm just copying some random thing. Okay, put it here. Okay, it says Explore DB. Okay, camera monitoring. Okay, this is something doc, right? So see, we have one device. I don't know which country, whatever it may be. I'll tell you which country is that. I think probably some China, South Korea. Okay, see, we got a username, password to particular page for this particular camera. Now what? This is an attack surface for me. I can do a brute force to log into the camera, or I can. This is done, right? This, let's see. So this is a problem, right? People have installed their personal cameras, but they gave access over the internet, which is bad. So this kind of information the client want us to find out. Okay, this is not giving a good kind of thing, right? Let's check another doc. Okay, let's take this. Okay, I'm using this particular doc in Google, right? What about if I use that in MSN search we have, right? Bing search. So you have to use these docs in different sites. Okay, this is a Microsoft. Let's see what Microsoft giving for the same kind of query. Okay, it gave something. Okay, let me check this. uh, I think it's blocking up. Okay, my system is blocking. That's fine. So you got it right, what I mean to say.
Yes,
Hello.
no.
Okay, now the question is what kind of information we need to collect. I have prepared everything here. As a part of passive information gathering, we collect the domain name. Okay, okay, subdomains we collect IP address, we collect file folder directories, geolocation, contact, SSL, all these things. And we have different tools to collect this. Okay, all the relevant Google Docs I have given. But the best thing is go to this exploit DB. Exploit DB is one of the famous for OSINT. You name it, everything, you get it here. You want, what, Windows Server. Okay, see, we have some server logins. There's one more site. So there's one more site. The site name is Shodan. This is called as hacker search engine. How it really works is, say for example, okay, how the Google will get all this information. I have a new application called nand.com. Again, is an e-commerce site which I have developed and I kept it on the internet. So far, no one has accessed my server. That means you will not find my server information on the internet. But mother want to access my server and he is using Microsoft. So that means Microsoft will crawl my information. That means Microsoft will automatically have my information because I'm using Microsoft browser. Same with Google. Since 90% of the people go with the Google Chrome browser, Google will have all this information. Okay. Okay. Here, say Linux server. Again, I'll give you, see, Linux server informations are there. Now country CN equal to PK something like Pakistan. Okay. Let's put this. Okay. Okay, we need to log in up. That's fine. And there's one more site. There are lots of sites. I have given everything here, guys. Just use some time to gather information. These are some of the we are recording. These are tools which are very much available on the say what is that one, um, Kali Linux. And for the dogs, I told you exploit DB. In the same way, there are some sites, online sites wherein you can get the information as well. Okay, so these are some of the sites. Compare. Where did I give that one? Oh, you need to install this. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. You got it right, guys. How to
Yes,
get
no.
the information? There's one more site. For example, let's focus on this Bangladeshi site. Right? Any Bangladeshi site name you guys remember?
Bangladesh Cricket Board.
Ah, so see how much information I got this right. So this is a kind of their website. Control C. So let me do it from the Kali Linux itself. Okay. Ping. Control V. Okay. Tiger Cricketer. .com/db. Oh, BD, right? BD. So when I ping this, right, I got the IP address. This is the IP address of Bangladeshi cricket team. Control C. I'll go here. This is another site. Okay. I'll do a reverse lookup. These are all legal, guys. By the way, these are all legal. What is the site IP? 193, right? That's fine. Check.
नन पहले इसमें थोड़ा आईपीस था,
क्या किस में?
आप आईपी एंटर किए थे ना, पूरा हटा के, हाँ अभी पेस्ट कर दीजिए।
Okay, we have only one here. Okay, that's fine. Let me show you something. Where is reverse lookup, man? Is this? Yeah. Oh, who this is a who is? Okay, let me put this one first. Who is? So this will give you the information. Let me do it here itself, man. Okay, you will get SIG signal. So we need to reverse lookup, reverse domain check. Okay, what is the stupid country board name? Tiger cricket. क्या छूतिया लोग यार, seriously. Last time I was doing this, engagement for these guys, man. There is a kind of telecom company. It's called Telenor Bangla. It got hacked, and again it came to me. So we have done the reverse lookup, and we came to know there are many other sites hosting on the same IP. Okay, another one is security hers. Put it here, paste it. See, I'm just using only the domain name, their domain name. I see how much information I'll gather. Okay, I am not touching the website. I'm using a third-party website. If Bangladesh want to know, like, who access my site, they'll get their, who is, these people's IP address, not my IP address. Let's see. You can signal what we get here. Okay, the server is unavailable. Okay, we'll check that in a minute. So look at this one. This is a third class site. It is having all, these are low hanging fruit. That means, this can be easily hacked. We can, literally we can start with a good, we can start with a good start for this, testing. Okay, in the same way what we have here, text. Okay, it has given some information here. These are the name servers. So see, these are the authority servers. Okay, and again these are the name servers. Again, if I do a login, if I do a proper kind of lookup, I'll get more information. So what I mean to say is, these, see, only with the particular, what a domain name, I'm able to fetch this information, even if I want to use, what a files kind of thing, right? So site colon control V. So I want, information only from this site, and file type colon PDF EOC Excel XS. Oh, that's fine. Okay, they have one PDF. I don't know what is this. So what I mean to say is, these are information available over the, over the internet about this particular Bangladesh. Oh, Bangladesh premium. उसका भी है क्या premium link? So guys, clear, right, till here?
Yes, Nand.
Okay. So again, there are two types of tools. The tools we can, install. The tools we can use online. So this is nothing but your passive information gathering. Then what is active information gathering? In the active information gathering, we check for the IP, then we scan the IP, we scan all the ports of the IP, all 65,335 ports, TCP and UDP. Okay, then we look for the services, then operating system. So these things, in order to check this, you need to scan, the particular thing, right? So for example, this IP, Control C, okay, and map. hyphen S, okay, hyphen VB, and what else we can put? Hyphen S, so hyphen S, capital V, small n, 128.199.86 hyphen 193. Okay, I'm just using nmap to scan only the the top 1000 ports, and you see there are two ports available. They're showing me port 80 and 443 is available. So this is what I'm doing, so with one command I scan the IP, I scan the open ports, and I scan the services. Even I'll get the OS as well in a minute. So this is nothing but your active information gathering. Now you might be asking me, Nankishore, as you said, we have a process. The process is information gathering. We have internal application, we have external application. So always remember, active and passive information gathering you do only for external application. Okay, for internal application you do only active information gathering. Guys, clear? You understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because
Mm.
the client will say, as I told you, you are a ethical person, you have to follow the SOW. The client will say, my internal side is this, so please do the assessment, then you have to do this. But if they say, area we our engagement includes the black box kind of testing, the same what we have done, right? Then you have to do the external OSINT, then you have to do the internal one. This will complete your information gathering phase.
Mm.
Okay, so what are the other things? Then we have vulnerability analysis. If you remember, in the what house we said, right? Weakness, vulnerability is the weakness, right? In the house there is a window, the window is having a gap. How you know the window is having a gap? Wherein you can put your hand. There's nothing but vulnerability analysis. Under vulnerability analysis we check the weakness in the application. Now, question: how can we check this, Nankishore? It's very simple. If you are experienced person, by looking at the application, you can figure out few things, right? So manual you can say. Else, tool. Tool is the best thing, and tool is always recommended to do a vulnerability analysis. It will scan the application. For web application, what will we use? We use Burp Suite. Okay. So tool will give you false positives, false negatives, true positive, true negatives. There are four different kind of things. The tool, any tool, you take any tool, network tool, application tool, it will give you four different kind of information. One is true positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. Okay, guys, clear till here? Now you might be asking me, what is true positive? True positive in sense the issue, the weakness is there in the application, and the tool identified, job done. Okay, that means yes, there's an issue and the tool has identified. Second thing, what is true negative? Okay, come on man, let me copy this. The tool, same thing. Okay, the weakness is there, however the tool does not identify, but weakness is there. That the reason we always do, after a scanning with the Bob suit, we do a manual analysis to ensure we cover the entire application. Okay, then what is false positive? The issue is not there, but the tool is saying issue is there. Best example, you are testing a application which is hosted on Linux system, but the tool is giving you Windows error. That means it's a false positive. Okay, what is a false negative? Guys, what is the false negative? Last one, tell me. Hello.
So issue not there and tool also not identified.
Exactly. False negative issue is not there, and the tool also not identified. False negative. So these are the four different kind. So whenever you're scanning your tool, whenever you're scanning your application, the tool will give you the result. And based on these four criteria, you need to mark your kind of issues, vulnerabilities, whether it is there, is not there, is there. Tool will not identify all these things. So now we know what we have to do for vulnerability analysis. Next, what is weak? Exploit. Say for example, true positive. The tool said, yes, there is an issue and I have identified this is the issue. Please exploit it to take the POC. Okay. Okay. This is a criteria. After this criteria, we use exploit or slash payload to hack or compromise. Then take a POC, proof of concept. That means now, yes, I have hacked this particular thing. I am inside your system. I'll just type hostname, then I'll take a screenshot. That means, yes, I have done it properly. Now, what is this post exploitation? Always remember, guys, as part of our testing, we'll be using the tool. The tool is a very noisy thing. It will send you lots of checks. Okay. So how the tool works, how the tool knows this is an issue, this is not an issue. The tool is having a database. Okay. It will send a request. When the response come, it check with the database. If it matches, then it's issue. If it's not matches, it's not an issue. Partially match, false positive, false negative. Okay. So after your testing, entire amazon.com will be filled with almost filled with junk data, because we'll be sending lots of requests, right? So post exploitation, there are two things: cleaning. So that means whatever testing data you have put in on the server, right, you need to clean that, which is not our part. Okay. Second thing, or backdoors. So I've tested, I install a backdoor, something like a web shell. So tomorrow if I want to come again, I can use that particular backdoor, I can log into the server. This is done by red teamers. Pen testing, we don't do this post exploitation. Okay. Finally, report, we create the report. Clear, guys?
Yes, man.
So this is the process what is defined by PTES standard. So 90% of the application they go with the PTS. So this is something like in your say interview question, what kind of standard do you use? PTS. Okay. And you need to say information gathering followed by vulnerability analysis, then exploitation, post exploit reporting. Then every stage what you will do, you have to know. So even your live application, whenever you take up a web application or API, what you do? Mostly you get this, kind of internal sites, right? In that, what you do? You directly go with this vulnerability analysis. As I told you, internal site, you do only active information gathering, but we are focusing on the web application and this is a network part. So we don't touch that. Directly you go with the Burp Suite. Burp Suite will give you false positives or false negatives, then you try to exploit it. Then finally you include in the report. Sweta, clear?
Yes, Nan.
अरे यार सो रहे यार, you guys are sleeping, huh?
No, Nan.
What about the other people? एक बार सबका आवाज दे दो यार. I'll kind for my happiness.
No, no, we are not.
Yeah, yeah.
Shall I stop or shall I take up from here again? Purna.
And actually, we have so many doubts because we are not from this testing background, so we need to understand the terminology and all these things. So
Purna.
simply we follow the
Again,
process.
I always say this in my team as well. Yeah, see how the corporate works. I'll tell you few things. Number one, corporate will get a tax benefit when they take the freshers. Number two, corporate wants profit from the day one. That means as soon as they take the freshers, they want them to put in the project and start billing. And this is a point wherein I and manager always get conflict. I say unlike any other domain, pen testing requires time and patience. It does require maturity. It is not something like, no, I'll give a document, you study and you go and do the pen testing. If you don't have maturity, what you're doing, if you're not aware, okay, that will literally mess up the entire client environment. It will be a big escalation. Sweta Mother, am I right?
Yes, Nan.
Okay. So
Yes,
even for the new two people who are going to join my team, right? Even for them also, I said the same thing. Give them minimum 3 months time. And again, as I told you, computer is a kind of domain wherein even an old man, even a farmer can learn. So what I mean to say is, one day, one time you don't get Purna. Spend some time, understand,
Yes, Nanda.
make
I
your
do.
notes, and feel free to ping me or any member in my team. They will be helping you, and we are happy to help anyone. Okay, let me do it
Okay.
right. Let me close it here today. Okay, tomorrow we'll start with this. Literally, we'll be touching the web application, and we'll be seeing what is the request and response. What are the methods, what are the headers we have, why we have. Then again, we'll start with the web application. Clear? Already I shared this particular document, guys. If you get a time, please go through it. And as I told
Mm.
you in the previous scenario, you said I need to tool something like screwdriver to open the what kind of window. So that toolbox is nothing but your lab. So generally, Kali Linux is having more than 1500 tools, but in real time we don't use all these tools. Hardly we use two or three tools, or max five tools in real time. People say, I use Kali Linux, I use Parrot, I use Auditor, I use that, this. No, in real time, many of the organization, they don't allow to install Kali Linux. What they do is they install some light version of Linux. On top of that, they'll install few tools, say 5 to 6 or something like that. The tools we recommend, what tools we need. Okay.
Mm. Mm. Yes, Nan.
Okay, I already shared this document with you guys, and please go through this document tomorrow. Again, we'll be doing from here. So, what is the request? What is the response? What are the things in the contents in the request? What are the things contained in the response? And again, as I told you, you should be knowing which part of the request you need to attack. Now, majority of the people, if I give them the request, right, they literally don't know. Only they check, what method we have, get, change it to post or something. Then, after that, we got a URL. What I have to do with the URL? Probably I might attach the payload at the end. We don't do the, what kind of fuzzing for the URL. Then we have, request headers. We have Firefox, browser information. We have other information. Literally, we don't, put a colon. Then we include the payload. We don't, encrypt the payload. All these things people are not aware. Okay, we'll be seeing this tomorrow in the class. Okay.
Yes, Nan.
Any
Nan,
doubts still here?
I need your notebook thing.
क्या notebook यार?
Sir, ये notepad, sir, whatever you written in that notepad. I
ये
need
क्या
it.
करेंगे यार ये?
Sir, I need it. That explanation of PTS.
Okay. Word document. Okay. And ये भी चाहिए आपको?
नहीं बस वही चाहिए PTS ये भी दे दीजिए चलेगा बट मेरे को वो चाहिए था
ले लीजिए मैडम फ्री है.
थैंक यू नंदन
See, my intention is very simple. I want literally whoever is working with me, they should be on top of everyone. And I always say the people, right? You work with me for 1 or 2 years, I'll ensure you'll have at least 5 to 6 years of experience.